Hello, my name is Ali Said Özçelik, and today I will present to you about the community and the effects it has on Australian young people's beliefs, values, and religious identifications. I am currently studying Bachelor of Islamic Studies at CSU and currently in my last semester. I hope this presentation will make you realize how important community is for the young generation. We may know that the first influence for the young generation begins at home from family. The question is, how much can parents give to their children at home? Some parents will be busy with their jobs at work. If the parents do have more than one child, looking after all of them with the same potential will be hard. This is why it is important for parents to send their children to take part of a community event and work. These environments have to be trustworthy, and that community should share the same beliefs and values as the parents. So we have to be careful about the environment that they stay in because of the beliefs and values. If it doesn't have the same beliefs and values, then that can be risky for the child. As we all know, Australia has a multicultural society, which means that people from different cultures have come together to live in one society, and that's why we should have a community which provides a safety environment and a healthy education for the young generation. When we think about community, we may have all different types of groups with different objectives. Upadhyay 2006 has defined community as a concept to describe a social organization that is considered fundamental to tradition. Such communities communities are often regarded as natural grouping based on the ties of shared blood, language, history, territory, and above all, culture. When we come to a second definition of community, it is a selection of people who have become aware of some problem or some broad goal, who have gone through a process of learning about themselves and about the environment, and have formulated a group objective. So when we see the difference between these two definitions, the first one is shared blood, language, history, territory, and culture. So these are really important when you're entering a community. And the second one is there has to be a goal in that community. So they have to be aware of a situation that's going wrong, and that community has to have goals, has to have a set of goals to achieve these problems. With this being said, the community you choose to be involved should be shared blood, language, history, territory, and above all, culture. If a community is away from these qualities, then that can be a negative to the young people. Communities directly and indirectly teach people to behave in certain ways, and this is called modeling. So a person in a community should be a model to others, to other people. Communities are where people learn to connect with each other and feel a sense of belonging. So we can say that everyone in that community should be like a sister or a brother to you, and you should feel at home when you're next to them in that community. There are a couple of questions where the young generation or even adults can ask in their mind to themselves. So these questions are like, what do I expect of myself? Who am I? What are my goals in life? What are my fears? And these type of questions can only be answered if you're in a community. Parents might not be able to be active at home answering these questions, so that's why being involved in a community is really important. And there's a statement from Pramila Agarwal which says, community participation is the key to building an empowered community. So if you want an empowered community, then you have to participate in a community. How can a person do a lot of things individually where they can connect to a community and have an empowered community and achieve more goals. An important strategy is a good community is to build strong relationships with the youth's parents so that they know and acknowledge in what environment their children are being raised. It is important for a parent to get involved in that community as well to see what type of environment their children is being raised. A community should be a group of people who share the same values and beliefs and should have the same set of goals and objectives for raising a healthy youth and environment. So, like we said, parents, schools, and the community should all connect with each other to have a healthy environment.